Factual TV Rules for Beginners.
It was the most photographed and videotaped day in history. Two of the world's tallest buildings destroyed by hijacked planes.
This programme is a good example of accuracy because they have used archive footage from the day's events as well as live footage from other news reports. Because the footage was live and could not have been reconstructed, this tells the audience the facts about what had happened and that they are true. Another thing that makes this documentary accurate is the interviews. The people that they interviewed were witnesses or family members or even people from inside the Twin Towers. This being the case, we automatically know that this is true.
Fish and small animals. Pets always come first, according to the ads. We'd hate to see what comes last.
This documentary researches into the way pets at home treat the pets that they own. This example could be taken as both balanced and unbalanced. As you can see from the clip, Anne Robinson has already made up an opinion of pets at home. She's very biased as she automatically gives a bad representation of pets at home. She speaks very opinionated and her attitude of the show leaves the viewers very unbalanced.
They say the disease can be present but dormant in animals for years, and it's hard to prevent as it can be contagious even before symptoms appear. They add that staff are trained to a very high standard, 92% of pet owners themselves, and care passionately about those in their stores. However, it's an inevitable fact that a small number of pets may become ill, but they're confident that instances such as these remain rare.
This clip of Chris Holland is a good example of a balanced side. This is because he takes both sides, both good and bad, and he doesn't use his own opinions. And when he talks, he doesn't show any sides.
New Orleans was already the murder capital of the United States. 7 years on, it still has the highest levels of murders per capita than any other city in the US.
This clip is a very bad example of impartiality as Ross Kemp is a very biased person, therefore he's not impartial. He makes bad representations of peoples and the jobs that they do, and this leaves the viewers very uncertain.
Big Mac, still looks like we just bought that thing. Lettuce, a little moldy. Chicken McGrill, definitely seen some better days. That thing is beat up. Filet of fish, look at that white fuzz, the quarter pounder. This burger, same thing. Look, it's starting to get juicy on the bottom. Here's the regular French fries. Want to see what the McDonald's French fries look like? Check this out. That's right.
This YouTube video explains how McDonald's chips are very bad for you. The presenter in this clip explains what he's going to do and why. He uses his opinions on why he thinks that the fries are bad for you, which would be subjective. However, he does an experiment which gives facts, therefore backing up his opinions, making them proven facts, therefore making this an objective video.
Something called the Fox News Channel called the election in favor of the other guy.
I'll interrupt you. Fox News now projects George W. Bush the winner in Florida, and thus it appears the winner of the presidency of the United States.
This documentary explains how George Bush planned 9/11, how he cheated on his elections and pretty much slating him. What makes this video subjective is the fact that it's all one-sided towards him, and what the voiceover is saying is very opinionated. It's all negative things about George Bush, non-positive, therefore making it subjective.
So, here we go, Mother of the Year. Why would that be then?
Mother of the Year?
Why?
Jeremy Kyle is a very opinionated person. During his show, he explains what he thinks. For example...
All right with you?
Yes.
She's refusing to come on stage. Can't say I'm that surprised, to be perfectly honest, but there we go.
Jeremy Kyle can also be, and can be used as an example for representation. When he hears a story, he automatically chooses a side, and usually for the rest of the show, he makes out an idea of someone.
You made that promise. I would not eat for a week, if I had to make sure my kids had what they needed, and you patently underlined still
That's
don't...
not true.
Oh, but
You
here we
gotta
go.
understand
Stop
this.
making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Find the
I'm giving
money.
you the fact.
They're usually negative representations.
From my cold, dead hands.
Just 10 days after the Columbine killings, despite the pleas of a community in mourning, Charlton Heston came to Denver and held a large pro-gun rally for the National Rifle Association.
In Bowling for Columbine, Michael Moore talks about the gun club. He talks about them like they're a good thing, even though what they have done is clearly a bad thing. He uses voiceovers of terrible pictures with good quotes, which contradicts what he is saying. This is a clear example of bias that is very one-sided, saying all the positive facts about it rather than the negative. This is a clear example of where privacy and access have been overused for the viewer's entertainment. Although partly the fault of those who appear on the show, it is mainly the fault of the presenters who make it. The show takes the lives of normal people and exposes their most embarrassing issues to the rest of the world. This could be seen as a bad example of privacy, as maybe these people would not like the whole world to know of their embarrassing secrets.
Children who have imaginary creations feel in control of those imaginary creations, so they can determine what's going to happen in that world. It really feels like Cameron isn't able to direct what's going there at all.
Extraordinary People is a series of shows which have been running for a very long time. It started during March 2003, so it's been running for nearly 10 years. This proves the fact that they are not lying in their show, and the viewers can trust what they say, therefore keeping the show running for almost 10 years. If the show was lying, less and less people would watch it, so it wouldn't have been running for such a long time, therefore proving a good example of the contract with viewer.